Hi my favorites, welcome back. So in today's video we'll be learning how to cut and sew the simple easy top. This is something that is beginners friendly and it is something you love to watch. Please stay tuned, watch the end of this video, and please do not forget to subscribe, like, share and also comment. So let's get straight into the video. So this fabric I'll be using, what I have is Ankara fabric, and I have just 1 yard of Ankara fabric. I'm also gonna head to cut a two piece, which is going to be for the front and the back. So this top doesn't need any zipper or anything. It's a free boo boo top. Okay, so I'm going to be marking out my starting point, which is also my shoulder line. So from that point I'm going to measure to my bust line. I measured my bust line, and so for the length of this top I'm using about 16 inches for the length of the top. Okay, so depending on how you want your own length to be, if you want it to come down more, you can do the same thing. Now this is a cut together sleeve, but how I'm going to be marking it is my shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 7 inches. Then I'll add extra measurement for the sleeve length. So that is how to cut your cut together sleeve. So the neck width that I'm using is 3.5 inches, and the back neck depth is 1 inch, while for the front neck depth is 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the lines together. So from the shoulder line, okay, which is also our sleeve line, I came down by 1 inch. I'm going to connect it to my neck width. That is going to be our shoulder slope. Right now I'm going to input my bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra allowance for ease. So what I added is 2 inches. That is the extra allowance I added for ease. Okay, depending on how free you want yours to be. So from the armhole, the sleeve length or whatever I'll call it, I measure down about 8 inches, then I connect it just the way you see me indicating in this video. So right, I'm going to first of all cut at the back neckline, okay, before I'll be cutting at the front neckline. So this is a very easy and it is very simple to make. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut out the V neckline, and the next thing I'll be doing is to cut out facing for the front and facing for the back. In this top, you did not need anything like waist measurements, okay. So this is how the front facing is looking, and also gonna head to cut out the back facing. So the next I'm going to do is to go ahead and join the back facing to the back piece, front side facing each other. I will join it with ½ inch, then I will turn it, top stitch it and iron it. The same thing I'm going to be doing for the front as well. So after joining it, this is how you're going to top stitch it. Top stitch your neckline very well, okay. Top stitch it, notch it, then you top stitch on top of it, so that once you iron it, it's going to relax perfectly. If you don't do that, it's not going to relax very well, okay. So the next I'm going to do is just to go ahead and iron it down. So once I'm ironing it down, I'm going to add this hemming gum to it just to make it stay with the fabric, like so that it won't move around, okay. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to join it on the shoulder with half-inch allowance. You can see that I open the facings up. Okay, I'm going to join it straight, or you can decide to fold it. Just this is just like you using your facing to turn it, so that you have that neat finishing at the shoulder. You won't have that, joining will not be showing. So after joining it on the shoulder with half-inch, I'm going to go ahead and hem the armhole, the sleeve. I'm going to hem it, then I'll use 1 inch to join it all the way down. After doing all that, this is how it is looking. It is all coming together. So this is how it is right here. This is the notches that I did. Also on the armhole, try and notch the armhole so that it will come out, so that once you iron it out, it's going to come out perfectly this way. If you don't iron it, it's not going to come out perfect. So now I'm going to set it aside. Next we're going to cut now is the fringes. Okay, the rope we have for the top, that is what we're going to cut that now. So right now the full length I want this top to be is 30 inches. That is the full length I want it to be. So for the up part, what I have is 15 inches. So for this strap now, I'm going to be cutting at 15 inches as well. So I'm going to fold it this way. What I have by length is 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to fold it, then I'm going to close one side, and one side is going to be closed while one side is going to be open. Okay, the open side is going to be upward. So this is it, 15 inches by length, and by width what I have is just half inches by width. So now how to join this, I'm going to be measuring 1 inch apart. Okay, 1 inch apart. That is how I want it to be. So for the width of your strap, you can decide to make use of 1 inch or 1.5 inch, depending on how bold you want it to be. But in my own case, I want to make use of half inches because that is how I want it to be. Okay, so this is me marking out the 1 inch apart. So after you have marked out your 1 inch, so the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to be showing you how you are going to be joining this. The same thing you did for the front, that's the same thing I'm going to be doing for the back as well. You follow the same line. Okay, the same line for the front, that is the same line you're going to use for the back. So you go ahead, this is where the work is, like joining this strap or folding this strap is where the main work is. So now this is how you're going to be placing it this way. The part that is the open part is going to be facing the fabric. Okay, look at what I'm trying to show you. That open part is where you're going to place like this, while the closed part is going to be, just place it upside down. Okay, so that once you join it on top, then you can then flip it down. I hope you understand. You're going to be joining it on that 1 inch gap that we gave. So we're going to join it on top with that same line we use in hemming our top. Join it, do the same thing for the back as well. So after you join it, you're going to bring it down. After joining it, this is how it is looking. Like I said, this is where the main work is. So this is how it is looking. So next thing I'm going to do now, you can see this is the front and the back, the same line as well. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to be using this white bias to turn it. Okay, if you had the same color is okay, although the bias is going to be inside, so it's not going to be visible. So place your bias this way, sew it, then you're going to turn it, sew it all the way around. You're going to turn it inside and you top stitch on top. All right, so that is all you need to do. So after doing that, this is what is looking. So I've gone ahead to use the bias to turn it, and also went ahead to iron it properly. As you can see, the bias is inside, so this is how it's going to look. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. See you in my next video. Bye.